Hello, lovelies. Welcome or welcome back to Cover True Crime on an all new extra report. On today's extra report, we're going to be getting an update. I'm going to be giving you guys an update on the Gypsyverse and what's been going on recently that has to do with Child Protective Services and something that has been said through Gypsy Rose's stands, or her group, or I like to call her stands her cult, because these people, her stands, will stand by her through everything, and they know what she's done in her past, but they refuse to look into the evidence and everything surrounding her case. They just believe everything that comes out of her mouth, and it's just really appalling. And nothing can change their mind. They actually praise her for doing the crime that she did. And it just comes to show the ignorance and the lack of knowledge and morals that these individuals have. And this is why I call them a cult. But we're going to be getting into that. So if this sounds interesting, please stay tuned. Well, it looks like the Gypsy Rose saga is far from over, and just when we thought things were settling down, the latest drama, it's got the internet split, and it's all centered around her baby daughter, Aurora. So let's rewind a bit. When Gypsy Rose isn't posting thirsty, borderline narcissistic videos online, switching up personas like it's a TikTok trend, she's been doing something she once vowed never to do, posting her baby girl online. Yep. After boldly claiming she will never expose her daughter to the internet, Gypsy's been sharing photos and even live streams of baby Aurora. And the one that lit the internet on fire? A video of Gypsy rocking her visibly upset daughter while she cries and screams, all while the camera keeps rolling. The backlash was instant. Many viewers, myself included, were disturbed. We weren't disturbed about baby Aurora crying, but by the feeling that the video was more about attention than parenting. If you've got such a strong support system like Gypsy always claims, why not lean on that? Why not ask her stepmom, Christy, or someone close for help instead of going live with a distressed infant? But it doesn't end there. A concerned woman took to Facebook shortly after, sharing her worries and confirming that she had reached out to Child Protective Services to look into the situation. Her motive? The well-being of Aurora, of course, plain and simple. And get this, she even posted receipts proving that she made the report. Now, where things get even more interesting, following the CPS call going public, Gypsy suddenly wiped all of her content featuring her daughter from her social media. Every last photo, video, and live stream is gone. Coincidence? Maybe. But the timing is just a little too perfect. What do you think? Now, I will also like to share with you what the individual who initially called the CPS to investigate wrote. Paper came today and the letter speaks for itself. And for the ones that are going to get angry, you have no clue what I said to those people, the CPS. But I'm not the one that's trying to have a baby taken from their family. I told them exactly how I felt. I told them why I felt the way I did. And I provided the proof that Gypsy put out there. And clearly Children's Services felt the same exact way. Hopefully baby Aurora is perfectly fine and taken care of, and they won't need to continue services with her. But if what you have been seeing from Gypsy as a first-time mom hasn't disturbed you, then clearly you need some help as well. And before you want to talk SHIT, understand that I advocate for people that can't advocate for themselves, including babies. I am not petty, and I take SHIC seriously. It's not just me that thinks what I've seen on that story was absolutely effing disturbing. And at the end of the day, that baby is all that matters. So, my disgust and anger for Gypsy is not the reason why I made this phone call. I made this phone call out of genuine concern that apparently was valid. That baby needs Gypsy to get some type of help from people that are professionals and that can give it to her so that nothing happens to that baby. So, throw the heat if you want to, and I really can't understand the rest. This here is the alleged receipt, and from this receipt it says the information provided that's checked off meets the legal and agency definition of a report of children and or neglect by an individual as defined in law. So basically they're saying that whatever the individual decided to speak on that made the report on Gypsy Rose, that they found merit in what she was saying, and that there will be, or there is already, an active investigation with Gypsy Rose. Now, first I'm going to say that it doesn't surprise me that somebody was highly upset on what Gypsy Rose has been posting about on her socials with her daughter, especially after saying that she wasn't going to put her daughter on the internet, and everywhere you look she was posting her daughter. And not only that, that last video that she posted of herself rocking baby Aurora while she was visibly upset and distressed was highly disturbing to many individuals. Now, I wasn't going to go ahead and file and call CPS because we all know Gypsy Rose isn't independent, but she does have a vast support system. So I'm hoping and praying that the people that are surrounded by this baby has the baby's well-being in mind and the baby's best interests. And until I see otherwise, and I see other forms of things that are disturbing, I wasn't going to go ahead and do that because, I'm pretty sure the CPS organization get plenty of calls a day where many people are just calling out of spite. And I can understand why this individual who took it upon herself to call is getting a lot of negative feedback, or there might be people that will be upset with her. But at the same time, you can't be upset with her, specifically if we all seen the video, and there is no doubt that many of us was highly disturbed with that. So we can't fault her for that as well. So I'm going to continue to keep you updated as long as I hear more news regarding into what's going on with that investigation. And we're going to hope and pray that everything is okay with baby Aurora and that she is well taken care of. On the next topic, the Gypsy Cult. A group of individuals, self-appointed defenders of Gypsy, have surfaced. They're enforcers of a narrative. Some call it support. At the center of this circle is a small group of women, Sheena, Bree, and a grumpy elderly woman known as Dreamer. Together, they make up what some now call the Gypsy Cult, a group that will do anything and say anything to project Gypsy Rose's carefully curated image, even if it means lying, harassing others, or worse. Bree, also known as Bree with the facts, is often the loudest voice going live, spreading misinformation and repeating whatever Gypsy tells her. Facts don't matter to Bree. The narrative does. And that narrative is always twisted in Gypsy's favor. It's not just about defending Gypsy. It's about attacking anyone who questions her story. Critics are labeled haters, liars, and in some cases even doxxed. Yes, this group shared personal information of content creators they disagree with, weaponizing their followers to harass and silence. One content creator named Flawless Nina has been the target of this group's harassment. But it's not just personal, it's racial. Members of Gypsy's circle, meaning Dreamer, have made what can only be described as racially charged remarks.
I got a question. Do you really think just to get at Flawless, I should go do that wig that Key wants to send me? I think that she wants to wear blonde hair and pretend like she white. That she wants to wear blonde hair and pretend like she white. That she wants to wear blonde hair and pretend like she white.
I think it would be so funny.
Oh, well, we did have.
Now, if you think this was offensive, disgusting, just wait until you hear what else she said when she took to her YouTube, posting a video. This is what she said.
Believe me.
Not true.
Now, my friend Case Studies sent this to
Some
me.
moron.
Look at this.
You black bitch, you a moron.
But child.
You black bitch, you a moron.
But child.
So offensive, and what a disgusting group of individuals that no one said anything. Everyone stood by on the live when they first heard Dreama say this. So she took it upon herself, as she's now feeling comfortable, and she came out with this new video. This isn't just about Gypsy Rose anymore. It's about a growing pattern of manipulation, misinformation, and hate. A group that has lost the plot, turning Gypsy Rose's story into a cult-like movement of toxic loyalty. And this is not justice. This is not healing. This is the Gypsy Cult. If you guys reached the end of this video, I appreciate you and thank you so much for tuning in. Please leave your thoughts and comments down below. Please consider subscribing to the channel as I post videos weekly. As always, please take care of yourself and be safe.
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little